Good day. My name is Derek Bleedon with the Columbus Financial and Success Coach. Today we're going to talk about an important thing called dealing with our debts. And we're focusing today on especially on recently divorced dads that have debt issues. I know how important his debt is right now. We're seeing crazy things happening in our economy right now. We're seeing the price of gas going through the roof. We're seeing inflation going up. And most people are going, my God, what can I do to get my financial life back in order? Okay, before we go any further, I'm going to talk about some things we can do, some money saving tips, how to save money on gasoline, and some things you can do to actually get into a better place financially. Okay. Basically, the first one is one of the tips we want to start off with how to save money. I know gas going through the roof. The cheapest last week I seen gas for as low as $3.41, and this week went back up to $3.89 in my local area, in the Ohio area. I don't know where you're from. I'm sure in places like California or West Coast, it's even worse in Ohio. But one of my best tips to save money on gas is make sure you inflate your tires. A simple thing, make sure you inflate the tires to the manufacturer's recommendations. That's tip one. Tip two would be make sure you maintain it. Make sure you have tune-ups and oil changes and routine maintenance. There's often additives to be put in your car for cleaning and also for lubrication that can definitely help increase efficiency. Another one you can go to, you can buy this at any Walmart or tire supply store. It's called Lucas Oil, a special brand called Upper Cylinder Lubrication. And Upper Cylinder Lubrication is actually going to save you money. I remember years ago, I had my car running and I put some in my car, basically a little bottle of basically cleaner. You put in your car. It was running. And it was actually as soon as I put it in, I actually heard the sound of the car going down a few decibels. I was like, really? I can't believe that happens that fast. I was expecting it to happen. It took much longer. So it does work. It's a good product. I asked around mechanics, and a lot of mechanics are very trusting of Lucas Oil brand. You can also, other trick, you can put also additive into your oil when you change your oil. That can also help save you gas, also increase your life of your oil and also life of your car. So that's an added savings. So another thing why I found that really helped me get out of debt when I was in a situation, a program called WiseFi. You're going to be asking, what is Wi-Fi exactly? It is an app, basically, that kind of guides you through a process. It can help people get out of debt about 78% sooner than they can on their own. WiseFi can get you in your final freedom date 15 years sooner. And, these are some fantastic things that WiseFi can do. Now, WiseFi is a great program. It's very intelligent. It's very smart. But again, it's only good for so much. It only can help you so much. That's why often people actually need a financial coach to take them to the next level. This is where I come in. I'm the Columbus Financial and Success Coach. So we can go on more than that. That's what we can do. Is our tips that really helped me get out of my situation after my divorce, and we can also get you out of your divorce. And we'll go a little bit further than that. Did you actually know that most retirees are depressed? And you're asking me why they're depressed. Well, most of them only have $250,000 for retirement. Do you know that you need at least $700,000 retirement? And if these retirees did use the WiseFi app and program, they could have had a total net savings of $2.5 million. I know, crazy, $2.5 million. Yes, really, $2.45 million. They could definitely improve their retirement and not be under so much financial stress. So you can imagine we can get a retiree that only has $250,000 to $2.5 million using this program, and would turbocharge that program would be having a professional financial coach there as well to guide you to further optimize you. If you're ready to go ahead, you hit on the bottom button. You're going to have a chance to book a discovery call with me. Why do we have a discovery call? You're going to probably say, oh, you know what? It's probably a sales call. Well, actually, it's not a sales call. The first purpose of the discovery call is to discover if you're right for us and we're right for you. We actually have limited space available. The Columbus Financial Coach only takes about maybe 100 new clients a year. We don't take any more, so we have to select the best people, have the best opportunity for our program to work most successfully. So we have to be very, selective who we take on as a client. So that's why we do the 15-minute uh, discovery call to make sure you're a right fit. Some clients are not a right fit for us now, but might be a right fit for us 6 months down the road. So that does happen. Okay, so if you're not selected right now, it doesn't mean, oh, we're going to throw you off or we scratch you off your list, but it could be you're not ready right now for a program. So one of the things that the Columbus Financial and Success Coach does, which other coaches don't, I'm also what's called a holistic financial coach or a spiritual financial coach. What does that mean exactly? Basically what that means, why we're different. I'm actually trained in the law of attraction. I'm also a Reiki master. I do something called quantum touch. I do white light. I'm also developed my own form of energy healing called Reiki Kabbalah, which is 8 different layers of energy healing, which is I'm only one I know that offers that particular type of healing. So that makes us very unique. So how that would help you in a financial situation? Well, most people in a financial situation are stressing out. They have a high anxiety, a lot, maybe even depression, have, um, you know, your mind is discombobulated, basically, in a nutshell. You're going through, oh my God, I can't pay my bills. Oh, how can I pay my bills? How can I pay my bills? What can I do to pay my bills? You're stressing out. You're freaking out. You're discombobulated. We're trying to get you back in an emotional and psychological level back into a normal state. And if you're in a normal state, you can do better. This is where energy healing sometimes can definitely benefit you, is in either regards Reiki, quantum touch, white light, or Reiki Kabbalah. It can definitely put you in a better state. So you're going to a stressful state. So energy healing can definitely help you that way. So that's one thing we do here that sets us apart from other financial coaches or even financial planners or financial advisors. We do this holistic and spiritual side of it. So we can give you a 10 or 15-minute Reiki healing before a session. It can just bring you from this high stressful down. Simply the fact that having a financial coach and someone working on your financial recovery can definitely help lower the stress too, regardless without the Reiki. Now, one thing we do offer is called our total financial, our total financial and success transformation. Now, what this is a program that we can actually include the WiseFi program within this program. We spend about 5 weeks going over financial coaching and then financial planning at the bottom side of that, and then we'll spend the next about 15 weeks going through what I call spiritual, what I call 3 pillars of success. And the 3 pillars of success is work on the physical. Make sure we optimize ourselves physically. Make sure we're optimizing ourselves emotionally and mentally. And more important, we're trying to reprogram your subconscious. We're trying to get you into the winner format. We don't want you to not to succeed. We want you to succeed. We're trying to we're reprogram your subconscious to have the winner mentality. How to succeed, how to get ahead in life. Okay? And then we take the next step of spiritual. And spiritual is basically improving your intuition. We all have intuition. We know that it exists, but a lot of us don't really maximize it, and it's not maximize or efficient. Same with your money. The WiseFi and the financial coaching program is to optimize and maximize your finances and make every paycheck more valuable. What's our money saving tips? Is it how we need to save money, how we should invest money? All that plays a role into optimizing and maximizing your budget and optimizing your finances. So next step, we're going back in spiritual. What can spiritual do for you? Well, spiritual, again, if you can follow your intuition and actually believe in your intuition and know your intuition is right on the money, where you might not always be on the money, it can definitely help you in life. What's happening once we develop your intuition? What are some other things we can do? We offer law of attraction. Law of attraction is basically, in a nutshell, a way for us to open yourself to what we call the light. Light could be called light. It could be called the Holy Spirit. It could be called God. It could be called the universe. Where you want to call that. It's commonly called the light. If you go to Eastern religions, they call it nirvana. They call it enlightenment. It starts opening up this spiritual concept of light. And we start with the law of attraction, also called the secret. We move you into energy, working with crystals. Then we move you over to working with energy, like teach you to become an energy healer, or give you maybe not a full energy heal, but just give the basics of energy so you can actually know how to run energy without knowing all the different styles of energy healing. You can do this breathing technique, that breathing. We'll just keep more of the basics, and then we'll like to move you into what we call psychic development, spiritual and psychic development. Okay, so people ask me, what is the difference between spiritual development and psychic development? Okay, spiritual development is the full enchilada. We're trying to connect you to a higher power with God. Okay, which encompasses the total broadband of spiritualism. You're trying to become one with God, and that, okay, you'll be trying to become a better person. You're trying to do God's work, so to speak. Psychic development is a more narrow piece of that. Psychic development just means we're teaching you to become a psychic. Doesn't mean you have a stronger connection with God. Being blind for many years belonging to psychic groups, some people in these psychic groups are very spiritual, and some people are not. They still what we refer to have an ego. There's a lot of people who have the gifts of psychic ability, but they also carry what we call the ego. Ego, and go back to Eastern religions, is a very negative thing. There's some famous people, I'm not going to say who they are, that had tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of ego, and people think they're great. Okay, as a spiritualist, we're going to go, I don't think so, Joe. Okay, by the person's name was not named Joe, by the way, just using an example. But just let you know, I mean, I can think one person on the top of my head, because it keeps popping up in our media constantly here. He was full ego, and people thought he was great. And I'm like, why? What do you see in this guy? Really? I'm not going to mention any names, but if you know who he is, okay, you know who he is. If you don't know who he is, it's okay too. But basically, we want to bring people into what we call in the light. We bring them towards the light and fashion. That's developing these gradually building them up psychically or spiritually into a higher spiritual plane. Okay, that's not for everyone. We realize that even talk law of attraction, open yourself slightly, improve your intuition, could definitely give you a competitive edge over other people in getting ahead in life. So once again, my name is Derek Bleedung with the Columbus Financial and Success Coach. If you're ready for that 15-minute discovery session, just go ahead and click on that link. If you're not, you're not ready yet, it's fine too. We'll definitely give you some series of tips to help you financially out. That is basically my program and what my program can do for you. So I'd like to thank you for listening. Don't forget to, if you're on YouTube, like us. If you're on, please subscribe to my channel so I can make more videos like this. So once again, thank you and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.